If you were seeing rapid growth on your Instagram account just a few weeks ago, but in the last couple of weeks your page is kind of slowing down, you've kind of hit a brick wall with your growth, well, this is something that a lot of people are seeing on Instagram right now, and it's something that I'm seeing with my Trap Theory page. So in today's video, we're going to talk about why that is, what I intend to do about it, and what you can do for your page. Now, what I'm about to say here is going to sound like common sense at first, but just rock with me for a second because it is important to understand. Now, if you were having above average growth on Instagram before this recent decline, there's a reason for that. And it's probably that the content you were posting, your reels, your carousels at that time, they were getting a lot of views and a lot of reach, which was leading to more followers. Now, typically, if you're getting lots of views or lots of reach on content, your content's sort of going viral or it's going big in the algorithm, that's because Instagram kind of opened the floodgates for you. They opened you up to a broader audience. But the thing about that is it's going to be a little bit of a double-edged sword. Because while we do want you to get a bunch of new followers, we want those new followers to be super interested in your niche and what you talk about. And by Instagram kind of metaphorically opening those floodgates, they're going to broaden the scope of people that they're showing your content to. So instead of just getting your content in front of a very hyper-specific audience that's targeted to what you cover, you might start to see some people in there that are only a little bit interested or not very interested in what you cover. So they may follow you for that one post that they saw because it was blown out there to millions of people. But at the end of the day, they're going to be inactive followers after a while on your page. They're going to turn into what we call ghost followers. And just so we're all on the same page, inactive followers and ghost followers are really the same thing. It's just somebody who's no longer liking stuff on your page, commenting on your page. They're not engaging with any of your content. And the thing is, if you get too many of these on Instagram, it will kill your account. And what I mean by that is ghost followers are really like anchors to your page. The more that you accumulate, the harder it's going to be to grow and keep going forward. And that's because they ultimately negatively impact the engagement that you're getting. They decrease your engagement rate. And your engagement rate is ultimately the #1 determining factor that Instagram is going to use to decide whether or not they want to push out your page to more people and ultimately get you more followers. So ultimately, these anchors or these ghost followers that you have on your page are going to slow you down from getting that future growth. And the more you get, the slower you're going to go. So if you've seen your growth take a major hit over the last little while, this is one of the most common reasons why. It's just that these ghost followers accumulated when your page was growing really fast, and now they're coming back to haunt you, so to speak. I mean, just to give you some real perspective, it was only about a month ago that I was pulling in 600 followers per day. Fast forward about 3 weeks and I got down to 60 followers per day. So you can see how in just a short amount of time, my growth was 1/10 of what it once was. And around that same time, my daily reach hit 6 million accounts in one day. And now my reach has fallen to closer to about 1 million accounts per day on average. So once again, you can see how Instagram takes you up, you catch too many ghost followers and you're gonna come down a little bit. So the question that you probably have now is, how do you remove ghost followers? And I'm gonna link up top to a video where I show exactly what app I've used to remove ghost followers in the past. If your page is above about 15,000 followers, this app may not work for you. You may have to hire somebody. But for the vast majority of you, this is going to be the cheapest, most efficient, and quickest way to remove your ghost followers. So go ahead and click that video if you want to learn how. But what I really recommend is that you keep removing the ghost followers as you're going throughout the week instead of waiting for a big drop to then start removing your ghost followers. Because what I've discovered as a kind of general rule of thumb is that as long as you keep your engagement rate at 10% or higher, you should be eligible for Instagram to give you great growth. It's when your engagement rate starts falling below that you might start seeing these big dips, these big drops in your growth, the amount of followers that you're getting and the amount of reach that you're getting. But ultimately, if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. I've spent the last 1.5 years really just learning this Instagram stuff, growing my page, discovering how it all works, and I'd love to share it with you guys. All you got to do is just drop a comment with any questions or anything like that you have. But my name is Mitchell. God bless you guys, and thank you for watching, man.